It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll get a look at Patrick Mahomes. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Chiefs and the Bengals, and it comes your way next on Madden NFL 24.
The Bengals offense working on a 3-game winning streak as they start playing. They'll start on the ground here on first down. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. We take a look at his numbers on the ground last week. There was no answer for him defensively. Over 200 yards, 2 touchdowns to boot.
And that was a fun film to watch because a few of those runs, it was apparent he was just not going to be denied. And his team is hoping that carries over to this week as well.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
And this is an offense that's #1 in the NFL in rushing, and you know that has to be the focus of any game plan defensively. But they can throw it, too, as evidence right there. And they move the chains here on this opening drive.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Burrow. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Benson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
We always talk about, we always look for guys with fresh legs down the stretch of a long NFL season. Well, in Week 16, he was the AFC Player of the Week, and looks like he's going to be strong for Week 17 as well.
Right back to him on first down. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Well, they've taken this opening kickoff and marched it right down the field defensively. Not much resistance.
And that's the point, because my admiration is for the guys moving the ball right now. They know what they're doing. Their plan is working. But I flipped it over and walked.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. With touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Bengals are on the board first here on the road in Kansas City. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
On second down, here's Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. You talk about this Chiefs defense. Against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking on the #1 overall offense in the league.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? Now it's Burrow. He's going to have the hook up here to Chase. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know this may be jumping the gun a little bit, but 7-7, they're flinging it around like crazy. Look at the drive that's going on here. Partner, we may have to start thinking about one of these defenses just holding someone to a field goal and maybe trying to get an advantage that way.
A first down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Benson. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 31. And the officials here are going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. On 3rd down, Benson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. 7-7, our score after 1. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the...
Here we go.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Benson. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now it's Burrow. This pass complete to Higgins. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
And they'll run again. Trying to find a lane, but he finds nothing but defenders. Stop for no gain at the 2-yard line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. Stonewall on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Burrow going for it on 4th. Dancing, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bengals' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
And I think we always seem to be just a tad surprised when we see Joe Burrow go into the end zone on a running play. He's got so many weapons around him. He tends to distribute the ball and let them carry it across. But he had 5 rushing touchdowns in the regular season last year. And
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
90 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number? Let's let's say 200 plus.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 39-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Burrow going to slide to the ground as he does pick up the 1st down. Burrow on his toes that time as they get the 1st down. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
What's going on, guys? Here we
All
go.
runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. And now they will throw it with Burrow. Throw right side into the hands of the tight end Sample. And down inside the 15 he goes. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Benson. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. So the moment is finally at hand. What a season, CD. His 29th rushing touchdown of the year. No one in the history of the NFL has had more in a single season. And congratulations to him. What an achievement.
We certainly had the feeling early in the year, maybe week 2 or 3, where we talked to each other and thought,
getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's already cruised past the 100.
On 1, ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
and while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that if they have to pump the ball, they've done so with that 1st run.
Here we go.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got his man. That's Sample, the tight end. A big play there just before halftime. 51 yards.
And normally when you think about huge field-flipping plays like this, it's that shifty slot receiver, that burner on the outside. Not here. That's a tight end doing work down the field. Where's the oxygen mask? He's going to need it after that one. A big, big play.
So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. He completes it to Boyd. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we'll... So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that if they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football, offense, defense. But today, it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We're always unfortunate to see an injury, especially this close to the end of the regular season. We'll step aside. On 2nd down now, it's Benson. And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 38-yard line. 163 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. To the 36-yard line. Stop there.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. Burrow will throw. And this one's incomplete. Just his 2nd incompletion so far. He's 8 for 10. I think that's like 80%.
There's no doubt that he will, but if you're the defensive play caller, you better circle what you just dialed up on your play sheet and come back to it because he just caused an incompletion. You need a few more of those.
Work in the middle of the field. He's got him incomplete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
Gun. Cut.
They'll try to run this one in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll try again. But he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Willie Gay getting in there and picking up the sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go.
The Bengals getting set to go. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few 1st downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Burrow. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the...
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Here we go.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Bengals on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5. Burrow looking to pass.
should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. The last series for a little disappointing first. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
On first down, Benson, absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They all go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
They've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one Mulligan up for him.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounce is good.
All right, just checking.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. On third down, it's Benson. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. And the officials here are going to pause the game for... Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
Gun.
Burrow down to a knee, and that should be the final act of this one. So no shortage of offense in this game, but a very clean game too, Charles. Each side got its points.